Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rima once again. I'm here with a new topic, data structures and algorithms. So this is my first video on data structures and algorithms. So of course I will be dealing with the very basics of data structures and algorithms. The basics, by basics I mean the very basics. I will go deep down thoroughly with the basics, and I'll go slowly and very steadily to the very advanced level of data structures. So, if you want to learn data structures and algorithms, and if you are interested to watch my videos, then you have to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon for any notification and any updates. So let's begin with our data structures and algorithms. And of course, this is my first video, and like like any other subject, I begin with the topic first. The name of our subject is data structure and algorithms. So we have to understand the topic first. So let's break down this topic, that is data structures and algorithms, and into three parts, which is nothing but data structures and algorithms. Let's begin with what is data first, right? And yeah, so I think you can see. Okay, now so let's begin with what is data, right? So as you can see, a data is nothing but what? A collection of facts from which conclusion may be drawn, right? So this conclusion is nothing but your information. From the data we get the information. As you can see from the example, the data given is nothing but the temperature 35 degrees Celsius. This is something very raw, right? So from this what we can conclude is nothing but it is hot. It is hot is nothing but some information. It is meaningful, right? So temperature 35 degrees Celsius is not at all meaningful. But when it comes to the conclusion, it is hot, it becomes meaningful. Means when you process that data, then that process data becomes your information. So do not get confused with data and information. It is totally different. Data is something very raw, and when you process it, it becomes information. Alright. So types of the data. We have various types of the data. We have textual data. For example, your name Karunia can be the example of textual data. Numeric data, for example, your ID card. Your audio data can be your voice. Video data can be your any movies, etc. These are nothing but your data, types of the data available, right? Next is nothing but your uh, data types and data structures. Alright, so what is written here? Let's read out. So applications or the programs read data, store data temporarily, and then process it and finally output the results, right? So what is data? Numbers, character, etc., right? So from here, from the diagram, we can see that data is fed into the application or the program and we get some output, right? So we are processing this data to get some output. That output is nothing but the conclusion that is drawn from the data, which becomes our information, right? So next is nothing but what? Next comes what? uh, Data is classified into what? Data types, right? From data we get the data types. Data types are nothing but your character, float, integer. These are nothing but your data types, right? So a data type is number one, a domain of allowed values, and number two is nothing but a set of operations on these values, right? So you may get confused. What is domain? Domain is nothing but the allowed values, meaning for integer the allowed values are nothing but minus of the maximum value, that 2 and 0, and then plus a positive of the maximum value, that is minus 1, minus 2, and then 0, minus 3, 4, 5. These are all allowed values of integer, that becomes the domain of integer. And a, b, c, these are characters. We cannot use character in the integer data type, right? So we should maintain the domain, right? And the set of operations on this value, these two combined together form the data types, right? A domain of allowed values and a set of operations on these values. So for example, the compiler signals an error if wrong operation is performed on the data of a certain type, right? For example, the character x, yz, right? So z is equal to x asterisk y is not allowed. Why? Because multiplication is not allowed in this character. That is the reason why uh, we have to keep in mind that what all operations are allowed for a particular data type and what domain it should be, which are all allowed for a particular data type, right? For these we will see what all values are allowed and what all values are not allowed, right? So for example, let us take for boolean. For boolean, we know that boolean, the allowed values, the domain is nothing but 0 and 1, right? 0 and 1 is nothing but 0 indicates it is false and 1 is indicating true. So only these two values are allowed for boolean data type. If you want to include 2, 3, 4, this will give you an error, right? So what are the operations that are allowed for boolean data types are nothing but and, or, equal, etc., right? Next data type is char. The domain which is allowed is ASCII values, right? And the operations which are allowed is equal to, not equal to, less than, etc. Next data type is nothing but your integer. I have written here minus of the maximum of int to positive of the maximum of int, right? And the operations which are allowed are positive, plus, minus, equals, comparison, not equal to, less than, etc. Okay. Next is what? Next is data types and data structures. Simple data types. Okay. Simple data types, these are also known as what? Atomic data types. Why atomic? Because it have no other component parts. For example, integer, character, float, etc. This does not have any component parts. So this is called as simple data types, or else also known as atomic data types. Next is nothing but, okay, we know what are uh, data types and structures, what is data, what is data types, and now we are into our real topic, which is nothing but data structure. So after knowing what is data, what is data types, and why what are the differences, then we are finally into our topic, what is data structure, right? So data structure, as it is written here, it is nothing but a particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer so that it can be used efficiently and effectively. Alright, so it is nothing but a way of storing and organizing data in the computer, in our computer, so that it can be used very efficiently and very effectively, right? So again, I have written one more definition. It is nothing but the logical or mathematical model of a particular organization of data, right? So for example, an array of integers, these are nothing but a data structure, right? So uh, next we have types of data structure, right? We have various types of data structures. First one is array, next is linked list, and third one is tree, fourth one is your queue, and fifth one is your stack, right? As of now, I know that you guys got very confused with all these names: arrays, stack, trees, queues, linked list, and many more are there. These are few, but many others are also there, right? So these are few examples of data structure, but keep in mind that there are many more apart from this. But as of now, you must be very confused with what is this stacks, queues, trees, linked lists, everything, right? And what are all its advantages, disadvantages, what is its use, and why it is important, what are the differences, everything, right? So in order to learn that, you have to keep watching my videos, because regularly I will be uploading videos, um, and in my next videos we will be dealing with all these trees, text, uh, cues in very thoroughly, and very every concepts of trees, linked lists, queues, and data structures will be understood if you watch my videos, right? Because I'll be dealing with all the concepts and all the details, all the advantages, all the disadvantages, etc., in my videos. So keep watching my videos. This is my first video, of course, but I will be uploading regularly if I get time to upload my videos. So in order to do that, do not forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get a notification of my channels, right? So stay tuned, and I'll and bye for today, and let's meet in the next video.